Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski. Welcome to my Wisp guide for the Halloween event in 2023. Specifically, this is going to be the Kanto Wisp guide. We're going to be covering all the locations. They're going to be listed in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen as we go over everything as well. So you can follow the text guide or go along with me. It might be a little difficult to find certain Wisps in certain locations, so we'll be going over that all together as well. One important note is that I'm going to be bringing a Soak Pokemon with me, a Soak Smeargle. It's going to allow me to catch those pesky Ghost-type Pokemon a lot easier, having Soak to turn the Ghost types into a Water type to be able to then False Swipe them. Wisp Pokemon generally have some really good IVs. I think they might be 1x31 IVs guaranteed. We'll have to see as I get into it. I'll have to kind of remember. I did these last year, and I will say Wisp guides were the least fun I've ever had recording any video. Hopefully that changes. Hopefully they're easier this year. We shall see. Let's go ahead and jump into it and get over to our first location, Route 23 in Kanto, which should be to the north, I believe. Nope, it's going to be somewhere else. We'll find it. All right, here is the first Wisp on Route 23 over in Kanto, and it is a little bit of a pain to get to already. So you want to actually go ahead and fly over to, I believe, Viridian City. We're going to start there. We're going to make our way over to the path to make our way towards the Elite Four. Pretty simple. If you've ever headed to the Victory Road, you've gone through this path, hop over this, come up here, come through the tunnel, and you have to make your way north a little bit. There were a couple of the sections. I don't believe we reached the water section though, which can be a pain. So you don't need a rappel to that extent. You do have to surf across it. So we're gonna pop a rappel. We're gonna surf across. We're gonna keep making our way north, 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 following along the video, north, 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 and then eventually up here. I believe here is the Wisp. This is the first Wisp. Let's go ahead and catch it, or encounter it rather. A little bit of server lag there. It's a Ghastly. I'm only going to be showing you guys the catching strat for the first one, and then I'll just catch all of them off camera and show you guys the IVs. Quick Balls could be really good here. That's interesting, but I think it's just way cheaper to go ahead and Soak, False Swipe, Spore. I think it's going to be super easy and consistent to catch these guys. So Soak, False Swipe, Spore, and then I'm going to spam Pokeballs. Should be a pretty easy catch. All right, there's our catch. Let's go ahead and check. 31 special attack and 30 speed. So it has hidden ability access, so that's the important thing. The funny thing with the Ghastlies, oh, it also has a little tracker up in the top right corner of the screen. That's actually, let me move my encounter counter so you guys can see that. That's actually really, 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 really cool. So it is going to be a little tracker in the top right-hand corner of the screen. That's awesome. 20 Wisps remaining in this region. Nice. That gives us a little pop-up. So hidden ability access, Ghastly, which is kind of funny, since Gengar in its line don't actually have a hidden ability implemented in PokeMMO, but you still have the access. It's kind of just technicality. 30 special attack, 30 speed is very good, though. On to the next location. All right, next up, we're going to head over to Viridian Forest, which is going to be north of Viridian. We don't know if it's going to be closer to Pewter or Viridian, so we're going to find out right here in this video, and then you guys can kind of make your own decision based on what I do. If it saves you some time to go to Pewter, hopefully we can figure that out. I believe it is faster if you go from Viridian. So if you head up into the path, this like sort of normal path you would go to actually just go through the forest your very first time, go to this most northeast part of the forest, head over here, and then here is the Wisp. Let's go ahead and do our little encounter. And this time the Wisp did just disappear. You don't always get an encounter every single Wisp. So, okay, good to know. Move on to the next one. All right, the next Wisp is going to be on Route 4, but it can really trick you, as it almost tricked me. You actually want to head up over towards Cerulean Caves. We're going to make our way up above Cerulean City in Kanto. Head over here. Head over here. I'm going to pop a rappel once I touch the water. Pop a max rappel. Head south and then west over to where we would go for Cerulean Cave. And then I assume we keep heading west, and we can just go right here. Perfect. So if you go all the way through Mount Moon to try to get this, you will get cucked. You don't want to have that happen. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. There's no encounter. Once again, 18 Wisps remaining. Now we have one in Mount Moon to get later as well. All right, the next Wisp is going to be to the bottom left down here. Thanks to Max Drezzy in chat for helping me out with this one. I couldn't find it. Cut below Cerulean City. Head over to this Wisp, and then bam. There you go. Should be 17 left. Are Wisp encounters shiny locked? Not to my understanding. I believe someone actually did get a Wisp shiny, which is kind of an interesting thing to know about. All right, next up, we're going to be covering the Rock Tunnel Wisp. It's better to head from Lavender Town, so make sure to fly to Lavender Town and then head north. Head in through this exit. Using Flash is definitely going to be more beneficial, but if you don't have access to Flash, just make sure to follow my line really tightly. So we're going to head north and then east. And then from here, south and around, loop around this little rock, and then head up to the ladder up here. And once on the other side of the ladder, head south, east, and then the Wisp should be right over here in this little corridor. Go ahead and do our encounter and click. A lot of server lag when clicking these. That's okay though. There's our Ghastly encounter. All right, there's our Ghastly encounter. 31 special attack, again, really good stats. And a cat cookie, like to see it. 16 wisps remaining. Dig and Flash are definitely good little moves to bring here. I'm going to go ahead and dig out of this cave now. If you don't have dig, make sure to check your bag for hopefully an emergency escape rope, and that'll be nice as well. Next up, we have 2 wisps, one on Route 12 and one on Route 13, which should be pretty close together, I assume, but let's see how separated they are. I'm going to head from Lavender, run our way south, and just head down the entire boardwalk until we see them. Should be pretty easy wisps to spot. Yep, this one over here across on the land. We'll go ahead and click that. That's our Route 12 wisp taken care of. And back over on the dock, we're going to try to keep heading south. It might be a little bit of a trek this way, but should be pretty easy to find. Yep, southern down below here. We keep heading. You see the top left-hand corner of the screen. It still says Route 12. Once it switches to Route 13, yep, it's over here in the, like, Chansey Swarm spot. Chansey Swarms can spawn over there, so we're going to loop around. Need cut HM. Having HM friends and octarinas is definitely going to make this whole wisp activity a lot easier. And here is the wisp for Route 13. 14 wisps remaining. Next up is the Cinnabar Mansion wisp location. This one's going to be a little bit of a pain. Let me warn you ahead of time. We're going to be starting on Cinnabar Island right in front of the mansion, heading inside of the mansion, and then we have to kind of do the puzzle from here. From here, you want to head up this first flight of stairs and then go over and activate this statue on the first floor or second floor. What is this? Depends if you're European or American. So just, the next floor. And then from the second floor, continuing on, you want to head over to the northeast location. Head to the west inside this room and then head up these stairs. Go hit this statue now and activate this. All right, next you want to go fall down some staircases or just fall off the edge of a cliff, I guess. Fall down this, head over here, head down these stairs, and the wisp should be nearby. All right, then you want to go ahead and click this statue over here. So go loop around over to this room and go ahead and activate that statue like so. And then that's going to unlock the northeast room, which you want to go ahead and head over to. So loop all the way back around over to the starting staircase we were at. Go up into here. We're essentially just going through all of Cinnabar Mansion. And then you want to activate this statue as well. And once you do that, you can just head all the way over to the west and we can finally get this wisp. Well deserved. We finally made it. Here it is. Took us long enough. There we go. 13 left. And of course, you cannot dig out of this location. So you just gotta make your way back up. Or actually, you want people to. Nope, that's locked off. So yep, gotta just make your way back up, fellas. Next up is Treasure Beach, which is a thankful, nice, little easy one. You want to head over to Island 1 in Kanto, surf around this little kit location. It'll also be a much easier wisp. Just surfing down all of this water. Should be a little patch of land over here. And this patch of land is not very large. There's not really much room it could run to. So here is the wisp right here in the middle. Pretty easy encounter. Let's see what the Pokemon is. Another Ghastly. Yeah, I assume the first couple wisp encounters in Kanto are Ghastly, and then I assume it moves up to Haunter and Gengar eventually. I believe that's what it was last year, but honestly, my memory is definitely a little hazy on it. Here's our catch. 2 times 31. Defense and HP. Bolt is honestly, totally fine. Really good catches. Hidden ability access. Love to see it. 12 wisps remaining. Cape Brink, another pretty easy one. Should be on the islands. Should be over, I believe, on Island 2. And if you just head north, yep. Head east first, head up north. There's a little house up here with a little Cape Brink in it. All right, so just continue heading north. And then here is our little wisp. Pretty easy one. Should be easily consumed. 11 left. Next up, Island 3, continuing the island. We're going to go to Berry Forest over to the west of Island 3. I believe you might have to head up north for a sec first, and then you head over here. And if you just continue heading west from here, we'll get to the next wisp. Keep heading west, but once you get here, you do want to head up north, and then you can either cut or go around, I guess, whichever really does work. We're going to head this way, keep heading west, west, west. All right, down here, you'll cross this little cool bridge, which I've always been a huge fan of. Keep heading west, and eventually you'll make it over to Berry Forest. I'm going to pop a max repel and just go to make my way around the forest. It should be pretty easy to find, but I'm going to try to find it first so you guys don't have to worry about it. We're going to loop around. Just essentially make our way through the forest. There's not that many places you can even go in Berry Forest. It's a pretty small forest. I'd bet that it's over here near the surf area would be my intuition, my guess, but honestly I'm not seeing it. Maybe over here, maybe over, yep, there it is. Similar to the Hypno location, so you want to surf around, head to like the northwest, and then make your way over here. Definitely going to need cut HM, as we can see. Cut through all these trees, make our way over to the wisp. Bam, bam, there you go. Should be 10 remaining. Don't think we should encounter, no encounter there. And thankfully, you can just fly out of the forest. Next up is going to be Route 2. I'm just going down the list as you guys might have been able to tell. So Route 2 in Kanto should be a pretty simple one. You might probably cut HM as well for this one. I'm going to take a wild guess that it's over here to the northeast of Viridian City, and you have to kind of cut over here. And I'm guessing the Wisp is over. I think I remember one being here in this area last year. We're going to continue through this little tunnel and keep heading our way over onto technically what is still Route 2. And yep, here is the Wisp. Similar location to last year, 9 remaining. All right, next up is the Mount Moon Wisp. Make sure to bring a dig Pokemon, as it will be helpful to help you get out of the cave. We're going to head into Mount Moon and then follow me as such. We're going to head northeast, and then loop around to the left, like we're heading through the cave and it's like normal storyline. Then head down that ladder in the middle there, in between the little pathway. Then head over to the only ladder you can possibly go down. And then here is the Wisp right here to the east of this little platform. We're going to go ahead and collect that and get ourselves a Haunter, our first Haunter encounter. All right, here is our Haunter catch. Let's check the IVs, see how it came out. Modest nature, I'm guessing. Close. Serious nature. 2 times 31, though. Plus the 20. The stats have been really good. Attack is obviously not great on, but that's okay. Pumpkin cookie as well. And now we can just dig out of here since we prepared for that, of course. Or an escape rope is totally fine. Next up is Route 24. We already saw this one hinted at earlier, where it's just going to go up here and loop around over to where, like, Bill's PC is. So just head north of Cerulean City. It's a really easy path. You just go up Nugget Bridge. It's right there. That's the Wisp for Route 24. So you want to loop all the way around. Path all the way around. Come over here. Loop, 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 loop. There you go. We're looping, we're looping, we're looping. And then, bam. There it is. With that, 7 Wisps are remaining. We're almost done Kanto, which is really cool to see. Next up is the Power Plant Wisp, which might be a little bit of a pain. We'll have to find out. All right, to get over to the Power Plant, you guys probably know, but heading from Route 10, you can just fly to this location, thankfully, which is super nice. We're going to head up here, surf around, pop a nice rappel, because otherwise tentacles will bother you the entire way there. We're going to loop over here onto the land itself, and now we're at the Power Plant. Now, where is the Wisp in the Power Plant? Let's find out. Okay, this Wisp is not too bad at all. Starting from the entrance, you want to just follow the only path you can and then head east. There'll be some barrels over here where the Wisp is hiding behind. We can go ahead and follow this path. Pretty simple one. We're looping again, looping all the way around. We're looping, we're looping, we're looping. There you go. 6 Wisps remaining. Next up is the Pokemon Tower Wisp over in Lavender Town. Let's head over here, bike over to Lavender Tower as per usual, and see if it's hiding over here. So sometimes they'll hide it over here. Nope, it's actually up the tower. There's only one path we can go in Lavender Tower, so you guys know the drill. Just pop some repels and start walking. You don't have to pop repels until you reach this zone, though, which is important to know. And on the floor that is right above the blue ritual circle. So once you find this, go up one more step, and the Wisp will be right up here. There you go. Let's go ahead and counter it. There should be 5 Wisps remaining. Almost done. All right, the next Wisp is on Route 8, which is just to the left of Lavender Towers. It's a pretty easy one to get to. It probably is over here. Yep, in the grass, in this little Growlithe encounter area. So chop that tree down, head over to it, pop the Wisp. There you go. Easy encounter. 4 remaining Wisps, and it's a Gengar this time, which is cool to see our first guy. So we got, what, 1 Haunter encounter, and then it's immediately to Gengar. That's kind of cool. Okay, here's our Gengar catch. Let's check the IV, see how it came out. Adamant nature, unfortunate, but 2 times 31. I mean, it's attack again, but that's okay. We'll take it. Nothing's bad here. All right, our next Wisp with 4 remaining is going to be Route 16. It's going to be to the left or west of Celadon City. So just head over here. It's either going to be over here or up here. Let's check. I'm going to guess that it's up here above the fence area over to the left. That's usually where they kind of place them, over by the fly tutor. Yep. Intuition was correct. They just place stuff over here sometimes. 3 Wisps remaining. Next up is probably the worst one left. It's going to be the Seafoam Islands. So once we get rid of this one, it should be smooth sailing. So to the east of Cinnabar Island, we're going to head over to the Seafoam Islands. And I'm going to just scoot around and try to find it for you guys. Let's head over east. Fully east. And then we're going to actually get to the islands first. So here are the beginning of the Seafoam Islands. Okay, it could be a lot worse. It's honestly not too bad. You want to head inside the cave and then head to the only ladders you essentially can. Head down that ladder, head down this ladder, and then the Wisp should be right here. Honestly, not too shabby. Bringing a dig Pokemon is semi-helpful here, but you don't have to go very deep into the cave anyway, but I'm going to go ahead and dig out, save a pico bit of time. Next up is Mount Ember, which is north of Island 1. So we're going to head over to Island 1 and then bike all of our way up north past everything. Repels are definitely going to be useful here. Surf around the water, heading up north, heading through all of these grass patches, heading up north until we see a little purple light. North. Should be pretty simple. Nothing crazy here. Just keep heading north. Surf up some more. North, north, north. We're looping, we're looping, we're looping. North, 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 north. Make sure you have a strength HM and go ahead and push these boulders to the left once you actually enter the area of Mount Ember. Want to head left up here, loop around. And once you're at these two rock smash rocks, you can either smash these rocks and head north, or you can loop around by going up this staircase. There's not really a wrong answer, but you want to head over to this area right here, go inside the cave itself. And once we're in Mount Ember, just follow the only path you essentially can. Follow the only path, follow through Mount Ember, much further than the Seafoam Island one, unfortunately. Head through this path, following the only path possible, all the way through Mount Ember. And once you're outside of the cave, just head up north, up the mountain, and right here is the Wisp. Wasn't too shabby since there's not really that many paths you can go, and there's only one Wisp left. And the last Wisp is at 3 Island Port, which should be a really easy one. We're going to fly over to 3 Islands, head down here, and this should be the big boss encounter. Make sure you're prepared for this. It should be pretty easy, but I believe it's going to be an alpha, correct? Since it might be an alpha encounter, I'm going to go ahead and pick up my Spinda Contrary, just in case. Yeah, it's going to be an alpha Gengar encounter, so I'm going to go ahead and prepare properly for that and get Pokemon that can help me, like a bunch of Spore spamming Pokemon, as well as a Spinda with Contrary and Skill Swap. Is going to help out a lot. All right, now that I'm ready for the encounter, let's go ahead and jump into it. Wish me luck. Let's see what happens. Chat has asked me to quick ball. Trust me. Someone in chat said, trust me, quick ball will work 100%. So we're going to go ahead and try it. Risking it for the meme. Quick ball. Here we go. If you're wrong, the chatter will get permanently banned. No, I'm honestly just kidding, but we'll see if we get lucky. Maybe. We'll consider the ban. Ah, never lucky. Took me like 20, 30 turns, but we made it. Alpha Gengar is 1 HP. He's asleep. Timer ball should be powerful. Come on. One ball. Okay, never mind. All right, timer ball number 2 this time for sure. I'm pretty sure if he dodges this one, all of his stats are going to reset, which is mostly fine. Nice. Easy catch, boys. Let's check the stats. How's it looking? Show me a good Gengar. Is it 2 times 31 guaranteed? We'll find out. 3 times 31 special attack and speed is super good. Docile nature. 7 cat cookies from that fight is also pretty cool. Plus 2 XP candies, extra large. Nice. Nice little reward. And that's just for doing the Kanto Wisps. I'm sure it's worth at least over 100k. You get some, honestly, pretty solid Pokeyen per hour doing Wisps. Wisps suck. They're a pain to do, but I feel like you probably get like 300k per hour would be a huge guesstimate. I could be wrong, but honestly not bad at all. You'll probably do a lot better if you're like really efficient with it as well and everything. But there we go. That is the Kanto Wisp guide. Hopefully it was helpful to some of you guys. Make sure to like the video if it was, dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel for daily videos and tons of videos covering the Halloween event coverage. Follow me on Twitch for streams like this one, Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. I'm not ending the stream, don't worry. Discord's links down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, there are links down below to do so. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Arena. Hey, thanks so much for watching till the very end of the video, and thanks to everybody whose name is on this list. You guys go above and beyond and allow me to make the content that I do. So thank you so much once again, and have a great day.